Hey, good evening, everybody. Know it's late. I wanted to just do a real quick update on the current status of Bitcoin. I think that today we've seen a lot of good things. We've seen a lot of positive news from the G20 summit. However, I'm still slight bearish on Bitcoin. I do think that we are going to see a little bit of a run, but I don't know that we would really see this breaking out of our trend line. Just as a general note to comment on a lot of the things that I have previously said before, is we've got this downtrend line, and in order for us to really truly become bullish, I think we absolutely need to break this trend line. And actually, if you compare this downward trend line with our longer term upward trend line, again going back to my date from this actually goes back to July, but still going back to um, September the 15th, 14th, that general area. I think it still holds true. We really need to break out in an upward motion, in a bullish motion, in order for us to really break out of this. I think that we will see another bit of a run similar to what we saw previously. You can see here we had a wave pattern where we had sort of a double top, and then we came down. I think we're going to see something very similar. I think we're going to see this uptrend, which is really wave three that we see here. And then we saw a downtrend, which I think takes us down to where wave four was here. And I think we're probably going to see a rise that's going to go right back up here. It's going to be very similar to what we saw previously. I think it's going to be a very similar pattern. And if that holds true, and so far things are looking very similar. You can see down here at the bottom of this wave, you saw that there was a bright long green candle here. This is very similar to what we actually just experienced today. I think that we are going to see some sideways movement a little bit, and then I think we're going to come down just like we did here. You can see we went up and then came down a little bit, and then we bounced up. I think we're going to see some very similar movement. Of course, we can't predict where things are really going to go, but I think we are going to go down a little bit. I think this is a good opportunity to do a little swinging. I personally did sell a little bit of my holdings around this area. It wasn't actually Bitcoin that I had sold, so I can't give a true comparison based on this chart, but I can say that I did sell near the top of this green candle, and I am expecting to buy back in this general area. I think we're going to see some bouncing here. It's possible that it's not going to dip below 7,700, but I think we are going to head back down here at some point over the next probably 12 to 24, maybe 48 hours. We really can't determine the timing that it's going to take. Although I will say that it sort of does coincide, if you believe that news can actually move the markets, and we know for a fact that it has. I think that we're going to see some stagnation over the next period until we see these meetings that occur at the G20. And assuming that that is the catalyst, it sounds so far that things are going to be bullish for Bitcoin, which is going to be what's going to drive a potential run up to where we're going to see this big area of resistance. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. Again, me personally, I'm hoping to purchase down here in this general area, and as soon as we get up here close to $9,500, probably that's going to be when I'm going to sell again, and kind of wait to see what happens. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Continue to just be patient when you're making your trades, and wait it out. I know a lot of people were saying, yeah, Litecoin's never going to go back down to $135. Do we really think Litecoin's going to head down there? Just for some people in my inner circle. And yeah, we saw it go right around that area today. And it just goes to show that a little bit of patience can really go a long way. And I know it's really hard, but it's important to know you don't always have to have your money tied up somewhere. It's okay to be in US dollars or whatever your local currency might be. You don't have to be in the market all the time. And it's not always the greatest idea to be in the market. So to be wise with the money that you do have and try and make good, wise decisions based on, a number of factors. Of course, do your research and try and make the best decisions that you possibly can. Um, yeah, so I think that's all I've really got for you today. Bitcoin, of course, is the one that drives the market right now. With as low of a market cap as crypto currently has, it's hard to say that that anything else is going to have huge moves outside of some nuances and maybe some signals that might be out there. Um, but I do think that Bitcoin right now is still driving the market to a certain extent, especially for those that are in the top 10, top 20 on market cap. So just consider that as well. Um, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and end it here. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. I'm always looking for a wider audience. So hope you guys have a great rest of your evening or day wherever you may be in the world.